Welcome to today's video where we'll be diving deep into one of the most powerful and influential empires in Indian history, the Maurya Empire. Stretching from 322 BCE to 185 BCE, the Mauryan dynasty was the foundation of much of what we know as ancient India's history, culture, and politics today. From Chandragupta Maurya's rise to power to Ashoka's transformation into a Buddhist emperor, this empire has left a lasting legacy. But how did it all begin? How did a small kingdom rise to dominate nearly the entire Indian subcontinent? Join me as we explore the remarkable journey of the Maurya Empire. The story of the Maurya Empire begins with its founder, Chandragupta Maurya. Born around 340 BCE in the northeastern part of India, Chandragupta came from humble beginnings. He was a member of the Kshatriya class and was mentored by the great teacher and strategist Chanakya, also known as Kautilya. Chanakya, who had a deep understanding of politics and warfare, saw potential in the young Chandragupta and decided to help him rise to power. At the time, India was divided into multiple kingdoms and republics. In the north, Alexander the Great had recently left his mark on the Indian subcontinent, having invaded parts of present-day Pakistan and northwestern India. After Alexander's death, his empire quickly collapsed, leaving a power vacuum in the region. This was the perfect opportunity for someone like Chandragupta, and with Chanakya's guidance, he began to build a strong army. Chandragupta's first major victory came against the Nanda dynasty, which ruled the region around Patliputra, modern-day Patna. He overthrew the Nanda king and established the Maurya dynasty in 322 BCE. Chandragupta was now the king of a small but growing empire. Once in power, Chandragupta had a clear goal: to expand his empire and unite India under a single rule. His reign marked the beginning of the Maurya Empire's territorial expansion. Chandragupta first turned his attention southwards, conquering the regions of Magadh, Kalinga, modern-day Odisha, and the northern Deccan Plateau. He also dealt with threats from the Seleucid Empire, which controlled parts of northwestern India after Alexander's successors. The Seleucid ruler, Seleucus I, made an agreement with Chandragupta, ceding large territories, including parts of modern Afghanistan, in exchange for a peace treaty. This marked the Maurya Empire's first major territorial expansion, and Chandragupta established his capital at Patliputra, strategically located along the Ganges River. From here, he governed a vast region that stretched across northern and western India. As the Mauryan Empire grew, so did its administrative structure. Chandragupta was advised by Chanakya, who authored the famous text Arthashastra, which laid out detailed guidelines for governance, law, economics, and warfare. Chanakya's contributions helped organize the modern administration, which was highly centralized, with an efficient bureaucracy and a large standing army. After Chandragupta, the throne passed to his son, Bindusara, and then to his grandson, Ashoka. Ashoka, who ascended the throne around 268 BCE, is perhaps the most famous and influential modern ruler. He inherited an empire that stretched from the Himalayas in the north to the Deccan Plateau in the south, covering almost the entire Indian subcontinent. At first, Ashoka was known for his fierce and expansionist military campaigns. His conquest of Kalinga, modern-day Odisha, was particularly brutal. After a long and bloody war, the Mauryan forces defeated Kalinga, but the loss of life and the suffering caused by the conflict deeply affected Ashoka. According to historical accounts, Ashoka witnessed the aftermath of the war, with tens of thousands of people dead or wounded, and this had a profound impact on him. Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism, which followed his shot at the horrors of the Kalinga War, was a turning point in his reign. He embraced the teachings of Buddha, focusing on non-violence, compassion, and moral governance. This transformation from a conqueror to a compassionate ruler has made Ashoka one of India's most revered kings. After his conversion, Ashoka dedicated himself to spreading Buddhism across his empire. He sent missionaries to far-off regions, including Sri Lanka, Central Asia, and Southeast Asia. He also commissioned the construction of many stupas, pillars, and inscriptions throughout his empire, which helped promote the teachings of Buddha. Ashoka's reign is marked by a series of remarkable reforms. He established policies based on the Buddhist principles of Dhamma, moral law, promoting tolerance, religious freedom, and the well-being of his people. His famous edicts of Ashoka, which were inscribed on stone pillars across the empire, outline his commitment to these principles. These edicts not only highlight his efforts to promote ethical governance but also serve as some of the earliest records of his reign. Ashoka's efforts to govern with compassion were accompanied by significant infrastructure development. He built roads, rest houses, and hospitals for both humans and animals. He also encouraged the planting of trees and the construction of wells, improving the quality of life for his subjects. Under Ashoka, the Maurya Empire reached its cultural and political zenith. His rule brought peace and prosperity to the empire, and it became one of the largest and most organized states in the ancient world. Despite the grandeur of Ashoka's reign, the Maurya Empire began to decline after his death in 232 BCE. The vastness of the empire made it difficult to govern, and following Ashoka's passing, the central authority weakened. Successive rulers were left capable, and the empire started to fragment. By 185 BCE, the Maurya Empire came to an end. The last Mauryan ruler, Brihadratha, was assassinated by his general, Vishwamitra Shunga, who then founded the Shunga dynasty. The power of the Maurya Empire had faded, but the legacy of Ashoka and the Mauryan administration continued to influence Indian politics, culture, and governance for centuries. The Maurya Empire was one of the most remarkable empires in Indian history. Its rise from a small kingdom to a vast empire, and the transformation of its greatest ruler, Ashoka, from a conqueror to a promoter of peace, makes it a truly unique chapter in world history. Chandragupta, Bindusara, Ashoka, and their successors left an indelible mark on Indian society, culture, and governance. From their advancements in administration and infrastructure to Ashoka's promotion of Buddhism, the Maurya Empire's influence continues to echo in the history of India today. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the Maurya Empire. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating historical content. And as always, feel free to leave your thoughts and questions in the comments below. See you in the next video.